It might be too light or bright over here. Hello, guys. How are you? How are you? How are you? I don't want it to be too light or too bright over here. I'm trying to see what I guess that's better. I wanted to talk to you to let you know the name of this show is called, You Have the Right. You have the right to report or complain any wrongdoings to you. You have the right to do this, to the right people. Sometimes we complain, but it's not to the right people. Sometimes the stuff get pushed around. Sometimes it get passed around. Sometimes it be put under the table, and sometimes nothing is never done. And be saying, "Dog, I reported this a long time ago. What's going to happen? Why didn't something happen?" Um, well, before I get started, I'm always bothering you about resources and stuff to help make your life easier or better. And this is my stepper. You probably seen these before, and it opens up like this. So it's a one stepper, but I have my two stepper also. That's a lot more sturdier, you know, and you can hold on to a handle and climb up to get the things you want out of the cabinets and off a shelf, things like that. But this one stepper helps because I didn't know the dresses and stuff would be so high. This is something for a nice pillow that I got from the dialysis center. Isn't this nice? It's comfortable. You can see it's old because it's gotten a little flat. I got it on my back though. Bones been acting up. And this, I have different ones in different sizes, and this also was given to me for Fresenius. This is a very nice thing when you have hemorrhoids. You can sit right on it and it won't bother your hemorrhoids. It's a donut. It's a soft donut. My other donut is a little bit different, a little bit bigger, a little bit firmer that my husband had gotten for me when I used to suffer so badly from it. Since the chair is hard, I didn't want to start nothing or make no trouble for myself. So that's why I got all the little stuff and the little equipment. These little things help you. You'd be surprised. I got so much stuff, stuff to do your feet, and everything, soften up your feet or bubble up your bath and things like that. My husband bought that too, you know. Let me see. Some of the stuff I got all mixed in. Well, that's all right. We're going to go through and we're going to go through some more. All right, put some of the papers right here in the windowsill in case I need to grab something. I got my pen in there. Okay. All right. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is a parking permit for people with disabilities. I spoke about this before, but I just wanted you to know if you're in New York, you can call 311 or you can either Google this and they'll send you the application. They can mail it to you, but they'll email it to you. And the application is not that hard, or they'll go through the application with you. So that's always nice and that's always good too, you know, for the parking permits. Let me see. See? Let me see what I highlighted here. Okay. This is some of the things that it do. According to New York traffic law, section 404A, eligible state permits must have limit or no use of one of both legs. Okay. Oh, why am I showing like this? I don't like to be showing like this. Now I'm gonna have to move around again. I'm gonna say a little more and then I'm gonna move around again. Sun going up, sun going down. I don't know. Maybe that's a little better. All right. Now, okay, you must have a neuromuscular dysfunction which severely limits mobility. All right, I had some problems with my bones, but they gave it to me before I got like this. I didn't have to walk and everything then. This is years ago. All right, you have to be legally blind or have another physical or mental disability which makes the use of public transportation difficult. So if you have problems using public transportation, standing for long periods of time, you know what I mean, not being able to sit down because sometimes you get in there, nobody give you the seat, even though some of the seats says for give it to a person with a disability. Sometimes I guess the person is tired or I don't want to say disrespectful. Maybe they are being that, but whatever they're being, you know what I mean. You have to just prove it. You get a letter from your doctor, which is a good thing. A letter from a doctor, something in writing is always good. Sometimes even a test result is good, but you keep your paperwork, and I always say keep the chain of paperwork. Don't throw nothing away. Keep it all. You know. So this is the place you can send it to is NYS what hang tag. You don't even say hashtag. Hang tag permit. All right, it's parking permits and customer service at 30-30 Thompson Avenue, second floor, Long Island City, New York, 11101. All right. It says do not drop off the form or the application at our office. So you have to listen to the instructions of what they want. All right. But they do put the address here. So, mail it. They don't want you dropping it off in person. So you can always call. They always instructions on applications and stuff anyway. All right. This is one of the things I wanted to say too. New York City special parking identification permits are not authorized for parking in a no stopping zone, in a general no standing zone, not by a fire, the fire hydrant, because if there's a fire, your car in the way, You know how that is with the ambulance and stuff like that. Sometimes in garbage trucks can't have your car stuff in the way. They will tow it, push it, drag it on out the way. It might get tore up. All right. No double parking, or in a driveway or a crosswalk or a sidewalk. These are the regular rules for regular drivers. But I know when I had mine, you know what I mean, they were able to like I was able to be dropped off, and then they had special places that you can park. It was, signs were there for it, and then sometimes it was a special place or a different type of place, you know. So okay, but you can download the application instead of them sending it to you or emailing it to you. You can download it yourself, and you can either handwrite it and send it back, or you can type on it and send it. Now they got the way you can do the trying to get the sun down or something, where you can get the electronic handwriting and things of that nature, like signatures and stuff like that. All right, people with disabilities. All right. If you have accessoride and you want to make a complaint, you are allowed to. You can make a complaint with them, or then you can also make a complaint. The 311 people. Okay. Adult Protective Services. Another one. You can make a complaint. All right. Assisted living facilities. Adult home. Sometimes people are scared to say anything or think somebody's going to do something to them and what have you. So they don't want to say nothing or rock the boat or giving the people a chance or try talking to them or ignoring it. But it doesn't always work that well. Okay. Now, city parking permits for people with disabilities, disability access. All right, discrimination, harassment. If you're being harassed somewhere, you can make a complaint about that. If you being discriminated because of your disability or any other thing, there's so many things you could be discriminated about. You know what I mean? But I had to print this stuff out. I couldn't believe it. The hate crimes. Some of the stuff say the same thing. Home care complaints. Your home attendant ain't working right or working out. You can talk to her boss or the boss's boss. Sometimes you tell one person and the person, I don't know, maybe they friends or tight or something like that. They don't always do anything that you want them to do. And sometimes you have to go over their head. But you can go chain of command, give them a chance. I go through the whole chain. Go, to the, all the levels of people until I get to the right person. So that's what you got to do sometimes. All right. So, okay. Um, Even if you went to a movie theater, you know, you can anywhere. School, special education complaint. Sometimes your child is not getting all the services that they need or getting all the learning that they're supposed to get from that school. You wonder why he's still or she's still on that same level, and you done skipped a grade. Now, of course, or promoted the person. I knew somebody that happened to personally who couldn't even read. I don't know how he got through 12 years of school, but he did. And he's doing all right now. He's doing better now. You know what I mean? They got classes to help you to get your GED and all that kind of stuff. Or even if you can't read, they start you off with that one. But my, you know, whew, you know, state parking permits too for people with disabilities. So you got parking everywhere and everything. And what got me is they got Twitters, Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, YouTube, and everything in all of these places. All right. It says one of the things says report a problem with a public school service for the student with the disability, which I had said. You know, apply for a renewal or report problems with the New York State parking permit for people with disabilities. So they give you a little things to do. Report a problem with your home care service. All right. Sometimes when the agency don't do something, it's a shame when you got to even, complain about the agency. You know what I mean? I don't know if you got 311 where you live, but whatever your emergency line where you live will hook you to different programs is the one that makes the complaint, or you can complain to. Or ask them, well, who do I complain to here in California? Who do I complain here to in Virginia or South Carolina, wherever you live, wherever you at, Chicago? Who is it? Who is it? I would say, point me in the right direction. I take notes. I take pictures. You know, I don't want to be trouble. I'd rather talk it out first because everybody needs their job. Everybody needs to make their money, but you got to do your job. What is the whole point if you're not going to do the job? You know, I would say if I do the wrong thing, tell my supervisor, tell somebody, talk to me first if you can. But if you can't, tell them because I should be doing my job. All right. All right. Okay. Homelessness. If you are homeless, these are the different things about homelessness and a different type of thing. Excuse me. Domestic violence shelter. All right. Report a problem with the domestic violence shelter. If you're in it and, God forbid they let the person that's, bothering you in or know your whereabouts or did anything, maybe they just not giving you what they're supposed to, if they're supposed to give you toiletries and they're not giving you that, supposed to feed you that, whatever the complaint is, it might not be what I'm saying, but you living it so you would know better than I would. Tell them. Homeless assistance. Get help for a homeless person. There are a lot of shelters out there. There are a lot of places out there that you can go. They even got vans and stuff that go around and, pick people up and even see about them if they don't want to go to the doctor, different things to help them, physically and medically and food and all kind of stuff to help them. Even though the shelter, I worked in 5 shelters, all type of shelters, the family shelters, the women's shelters. I volunteered with the men's shelters, to help out, just to, give out food or pen pal. No, that was prison, the pen pal thing, and help out with the prisons too. But these are the, you can make your complaints. A shelter, what is a homeless shelter aftercare. Get help for people previously in a homeless shelter to keep their permanent housing. Yeah, I know about a program. You already in your apartment, and maybe the people are leaving, or maybe they are changing it to something else, the building, and they want everybody out, or the people are moving, they're leaving, whatever, they selling the house. Yeah, they got programs that help you stay in the house, until at least you find a place or give you a chance. Sometimes people tell you a little bit of time. Even when me and my husband, we were both sick and we were selling our house and we didn't get a whole lot for it. You know what I mean? We were so sick, we didn't care. I forgot what you call that, short sale for $4,000. The house worth for it. Now we had the house 16 years. Please, 12-room house, don't make me talk. I'll say it. But anywho, homeless shelter residents assistance. Get help for homeless people who are currently in a shelter system, including medical concerns. Yeah, you got plenty of sick people. I know some people that didn't have a choice, and some people wouldn't go stay in a shelter, and some people are afraid to stay in a shelter because sometimes their stuff gets stolen, they get beat up, raped, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And sometimes you had to separate the older people from the younger because they were scared of them and they bothered them and they bothered them. You know, people wait to the check day and all that. I remember those days years ago. You know what I mean? Runaway or homeless youth shelter and support. Get shelter and services if you are 21, under 21, in a crisis. You also submit a complaint or a comment. Now this is a little bit to the sidebar here. I was looking for a job one time, and I lived 7 blocks from the place. I ended up getting hired later, but I was wondering why you're not calling me. Why you not looking at my resume? I come by there all the time. Is a job opening? It's still sitting there. I'm qualified. You feel that kind of way, so I call. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting a job. All right. They didn't have enough. The people that was in that particular school or center said that they wanted different nationalities of people, and they didn't have anybody black. So that's why they had to hire some black people. Or I just gonna say it. This is true. So me and the lady that we still friends, we both got hired and kept the job for a long time. You know what I mean? And loved it. You know what I mean? And it was a beautiful thing. Giving back to the community, working in the community where you live. Adult daycare. Learn about adult daycare services for mentally or physically impaired seniors. All right? You want your people, your loved ones, to get what they're supposed to get. Assisted living facilities, adult homes, okay, case assistance and management for seniors. A lot of times seniors need a lot of help. I know some seniors want to stay in their home, so everything catered to them in their home, so they wouldn't have to go to um, a, a place outside of their home. They wanted to be there. Whether they were by themselves or lived with family, they didn't want to move out or leave. So you have that right as well. And there are a lot of services that will help you to be able to stay in your house. But if you need to or want to, or if you're having such difficulty where they can't take care of you, or, God forbid, you're not eating, you're not taking your pills, or you're taking too many, or, you need more services than what, then do whatever you need to do, and I'm sure your family and you can discuss that. Elder abuse, Shando. Report abuse or neglect of a senior age 60 or older. I did a skit about that. People thought it was real. I even did one about suicide. I do all kinds. Even I did domestic violence. If you look at the Lisa Baxter show, you will find all of my different skits that I have done. I did that so people can teach or learn. Sometimes people get tired of you talking and tired of or going one ear and out the other, or they don't understand. So I had to demonstrate. I used to be a professional actor, so I demonstrated what that is or what it would be like. And I'm glad I'm not, having that type of abuse. Sometimes you get funny family or family that, act up or something like that, or will treat you funny or don't want to do certain things for you, and you end up doing it yourself or trying to find somebody else to do it. Those things happen too. You might feel abuse in that way, but I guess beating you up abuse, taking your check, not feeding you or taking care of you, kicking you, you know what I mean? Talking junk to you, mean to you, and that's your house, whatever. Home delivery meals for seniors. There are places that Meals on Wheels, you know what I mean? They got all kind of different places that send you food, good food too. I know when I had COVID twice, when I lived in Long Island and Queens, the people was on the ball. I didn't have to say nothing or do nothing. They said, you're sick, you can't go out, blah, blah, blah. They brought me the food to me. They brought me all kind of stuff to me. COVID tests and everything. They asked me what I want. I said some hand sanitizer, some gloves, whatever you want to send me. And they had meal for every 3 times a day meals. Hot meal. You could put it in a microwave or the oven. I did something about that too, and I talked about that too. Look up those videos. You'll see it. Letter carriers. Sometimes you have a problem with the post office. Tell it. Natural occurrence retirement community complaints. Whatever it is, nursing home complaints, senior centers, senior legal assistance. Sometimes you need legal assistance, and there are lawyers and programs out there. One place is called Legal Hand in every borough, And what is it? Legal Society is another one. You know what I mean? They help you. They help you and give you information. Transportation for seniors. You got a problem with them? They're not acting right. They're not showing up. Charging you or raising up your insurance because that's paying for that transportation. Accessorize don't they don't go through your insurance. That's just a free thing that's done. But they even got a complaint department. You got to press, what is it, 8. You can make I make good complaints and bad complaints. So I tell the truth about that. But 311, you dial in, is a mess of things up there. You got food programs, home delivery for meals, for seniors. Food complaints, SNAP. You got what is that? Learn about it, report a problem for the nutrition assistance program called SNAP. Food stamps. Just feeding your babies, just feeding your family. It was missing. It's not there. You could talk to the social worker or call them up. Sometimes they never answer the phone. You know what I mean? I tried one time to get public assistance. I was really young. My parents had died, and I was in college. I wanted to finish because I didn't think I would do well in school without in school and going, working in school at the same time. When I started the degree and when I actually finished the degree, I had to work. I did full-time, and then I did full-time school part, full-time school, full-time work. Then I had to end up with full-time work and part-time school because you have to pay bills, you got to eat, and you got to learn. And the degrees, help the money go up for you. So that's helpful too. And I need that now since I'm a widow. So come on here. They don't give you nothing that for the widow thing until you're a certain age. My husband ain't died at no certain age. Don't let me go there. All right? Because they know how I feel already. I'm going to wait it out. I'm almost there. Shando. He been gone 7 years. He still ain't gave me a dime, but I'm waiting on him. I told him just for that, I'm not going to die nothing. I'm coming to get my money. Every dime. Shando. All right? City agencies, language assistance. All right? Make a complaint that the city agency did not provide a translator or interpreter service or make a request for additional language services. You go to a place and maybe you don't have nobody to come with you. I always used to tell the parents, please bring somebody with you sometime. Even though we had staff, so God forbid they was out or busy or wasn't there, whatever. It's good and they have somebody in the family because they feel comfortable. They saying their business to somebody that they know. But if you can't speak it, I always tell them, please get in those free classes, learn some words or something like that because it's helpful for you. I remember a lady baby got sick and she could not talk to the people. She crying, and upset, and I'm trying to help her and calm her down, but I had begged her to take a class or something, and she didn't. I think it was Russian or Arabic or something, and she and but we did our best, and I don't think when they picked up the baby up and everything, they didn't have nobody with that. They didn't know she was who she was or what language she spoke because everybody's mostly with these jobs have to speak English even if you know another language. You know what I mean? It's always helpful, not to make anybody feel rotten or bad, but that's just a little nugget. All right. Okay, provider. Yeah. All right. Hate crimes again. They got so many types of hate crimes. Woo. All right. Higher education complaint. Make a complaint about your school of your higher education. All right. Mobile enrollment. Oh, that's for the ID, the IDNYC. Also, I've talked about that before, where you get the free identification card. It's a New York City ID. Not the one that like the driver's license one. They still give those out too, but this is a different one, and it gives you a lot of access to a lot of programs and places you want to go and things, and discounts and stuff like that. Legal assistance. Get a lawyer, a referral, a free legal service, and answer to your questions. All right? So look, see, they got the article and everything up there. Article this, article that, this, that, and the other. I don't know if you see it or write it down or jot it down. But if you call 311 or if you Google it or go to your laptop, health insurance, Child Health Plus. All right, reported problem with Child Health Plus assistant if you have to. Insurance complaints. Make a complaint about a health, a car, a home, a life, or property insurance company. You can do that too. All right. All right. So Medicaid complaint. Hey, I have one in my phone about Medicare. So I have a Medicare, hotline for it. So that's the next one. It says Medicare, health insurance, 65 and over. All right. I had gotten Medicare because I got on dialysis before I was a senior or anything like that. I'm still not a senior, but still. And that's the only way they give it to you. You have to be seriously sick. All right. But you also pay. You can pay through the nose with it too. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to have two because you need all the insurance you can get. Okay. Medicare fraud. All right. Report possible Medicare fraud. Sometimes you get them crazy phone calls and you figure if they calling me, why you asking me my name if you calling me? And if you call me, you already got my phone number. I'm trying to find out what you know about me to see if you really you or who are you. I wasn't expecting no calling. Nobody told me you was coming or calling. I ain't getting no letter about it. You know what? Man, who is this? What? Huh? I remember a guy bothered me so much. He told me I had about a daughter. I said, I ain't got no daughter. I have no kids. I still ain't got no kids. Story, lying and things like that. They want to know your social security number or they want to know your credit card number. I will bill you. You didn't pay your bill. I'm calling you about that before they cut you off. They tell you all kind of stuff. You got to watch that. Take a class. I'll tell you. Something at the library or talk to the program, Social Security, tell you and warn you about that too. I have to get that to them. They will warn you about that. Give you a whole booklet about some stuff. I did another show for talking to somebody talking about that. So people can get the heads up. The light bulb will go off. You know what I mean? For a camp or after school program, you can make a complaint. God forbid something happened to your child in their care. Something went wrong. I don't know. But whatever the complaint is, you know a complaint when it's a complaint. I don't even have to describe it. You already know. You'll see the upset, the heartbeat, the rage, so you'll know. Child abuse. Okay, report that. Child care complaint. All right, child care financial assistance. You supposed to be getting assistance to help you. Okay, you want to know what's going on with that. All right, apply for financial assistance to pay for child care. Get an application status. Find an early learn NYC child care program or recertify your benefits. Why the sun shining on the paper like this? First time I didn't have to have the lights on. I started to put them on anyway to make it even better or brighter. But I see you. You can see me. How about that? Domestic violence again. All right. They have programs, so many. This is for child and family, that paper. And this is for Cash Express. I thought that was deep. And I read that. Fares, a replacement card. When they give you a card that, to pay on the bus or the train and stuff like that, you can complain if they didn't give it to you. It's not working. It broke. You lost it. I don't know. But you can complain about that. Instead of them giving you the direct number, sometimes they just give you 311 and 311 send you to the right person or the right people or the place. That's why they have them. All right. We got the 911 emergency. We got the 411 for information and the 311 about services. How about that? Public assistance. That's right. All of that. Social Security, apply or report changes to Social Security, disability, or SSI benefits. Apply for renew, replace, updated a Social Security card or number. All right now. Do what you got to do. Unemployment insurance. Got any problems with that? I always say keep a paper trail. Keep a paper trail. It is just so important to have and keep a paper trail of whatever you're dealing with. I keep doctor notes. I keep all of the stuff. So soon they say, you got this? Yeah. You got that? Mm-hmm. You got that? Yeah. You got that? Hey. Give them the kitchen sink. Even the stuff, because I never forget one time I had to go back home and go back and get something. So after that, and that line was long and it took them long to see me and I had to go back. I believe I went back the same day because I was determined to finish it. I was tired and everything, but after that, I brought everything, every ID I have, all everything, the kitchen sink, anything I thought they would ask for. Or sometime when you go into a company or a place, find out what they want from you so you can bring it. If you don't know when you get there, they see you and then it doesn't count as much as that you were there. And sometimes they say, oh, just drop it off. I want to give it to you. I don't really want to drop it off or give it to the person you said because papers have been lost or people, they work together and they say, oh, she didn't give it to me. They said, well, you didn't give it to them. Stuff like that. And then your hair stand on your head, it wouldn't call security, But I love you guys. I hope this helped you. I always want to give you something that'll help you, bless you, direct you in the right direction, whether you're dealing with a senior, a child, or yourself. We all need services and good services at that. That's what everybody is paid to do, what they're supposed to do. If you're having a bad day, stay home. If you're having a bad day, pray a little more. But you still got to do what you got to do. I remember I was upset about something. I went in the bathroom and cried and came back out there and didn't even know nothing. You know what I mean? And I kept working. Or I just stayed quiet. So I didn't bother nobody, upset nobody, or nobody noticed anything. So sometimes you still have to do your job. You still got to give those services to the people that need it. I'm talking to you, service people. I'm a service person myself. If I don't know what I have it, I will refer you. And I'm honest about that. I don't know. So I do extra stuff and overboard stuff that's not even required. But that's because I love you. And that's because I care. And I know how it is for have a worker or somebody treat you bad or wrong or make you come back a lot of times. I take my mother back Social Security so many times and she worked all them years for the post office. And when the money and stuff finally came through and we were hungry and all of that, she died. So please take care of yourself, your family member, or whoever it is, and stay on top of these things. If you got to remind yourself with a sticky, I do that sometimes, or do something else, or put it on the refrigerator. I used to put things on the refrigerator too, or a mirror, or somewhere where you would look out something over there on the door because I'm still unpacking. You know what I mean? And I moved about 6 months ago, but I got a lot of stuff. I gave some away and everything, but I still got a lot. When you come from a house and your stuff been in storage for a long time, you got to deal with the stuff that was in storage. So I brought it all here so I could deal with it. And because I'm by myself, I do as much as I can. Before I was stressed out trying to do 5 and 10 boxes. If I do 2 or 1 box or bag, I am very grateful and happy. Then you still got to cook and clean. So pace yourself. All right? Do your thing. Feel free to comment. Feel free to write me. Feel free to call me. Feel free to do anything you want to do. I thought I would put some of the things in the chat, but all they are Facebook things in this 311, Twitter, their Twitter thing. You can always grab them on those things, but 311 is their main number. But whatever country or town you are in, you find out. And if you can or don't, you let me know what town you're in, and I'll find out. How about that? You like that? V for victory and peace. Peace all over the world. Much love. A billion blessings. Do your thing because sharing is caring. Share this with somebody and learn something yourself. All right? We all got to learn. I'm still learning. Degree or no degree. I got a degree, but I'm still learning. Oh, Angela. Oh, hey. Hi, Angela. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Bless your life. This is it so far. I guess I'm done. Okay, I did 3 in a row. I did a show on Friday and Saturday. Yesterday, I did the thing about the 2 pamphlets and the library and the stuff about the teens. And today is stuff for seniors, people with disabilities, and people that may have a complaint and need to go to the right people. Always remember, somebody has a boss or somebody over them. Keep going until you get the right person to the top. In every company, in every association, in every business, in every foundation. Climb. You'll get it. You'll find it. It's there. Thank you. Glory. Whew, I had church today too. I enjoyed it. I had to do a presentation there. Shando. I love it all.